tubing, Snapchatting, rumbling, fuck, shake your tits and swing your dicks. It's Friday. You've earned yourselves another whopping dose of your favorite internet sensation with libation. The Friday wrap-up has arrived. Before we get today's show kicked off, I want to tip my hat to today's libation. Today's libation is a Tommy original. Now, we all know I don't know if we all know this, but I'm a fan of the old eggnog lattes that they used to have at Starbucks. And unfortunately, you can't get them anymore. They, for some reason, stopped making them. As a matter of fact, it was last year? Maybe. Last year, I think it was. I went into Starbucks and I ordered an eggnog latte, and the guy asked me if I just got out of jail. I swear to God, he really did, because they stopped making them apparently 2 years ago. So, today's cocktail is my riff on that. It's called an eggnog latini. So here we go. Very simple. So I start off, obviously, with about 2 shots of Tito's vodka. To that, I add 1 shot of Frangelico, a half a shot of Jack Fire, and then I top that with about 3 ounces of good, strong, 3 to 4 ounces of good, strong espresso, and about 1 ounce or 2 of eggnog. And I shake the hell, good quality eggnog, I shake the hell out of it, strain it into a cocktail glass, and I top it with a little dusting of a pumpkin pie spice. So there you go. Salud, drink up and be somebody. Oh, man. Starbucks ain't got shit on that. That is how you do eggnog. I mean, anybody could spike eggnog, but this is next level, kids. So there you go. You're welcome. All right, well, it's been another big week. Jesus Christ, it's just, this week felt like it took forever to get here. It's been busy as hell, but last weekend, I think it was last Sunday, I watched the Sebastian Maniscalco Netflix special, the new one. I love Sebastian Maniscalco. I think he's fucking hilarious. I mean, any Italian can relate to him. This special, it was shot live in Vegas. He's trying to invoke that vibe of the old Rat Pack, which it's not going to happen anymore. But anyway, most of it was hilarious. There was one segment of it, I swear to God, it sounded like I was having a conversation with myself. He riffs on school drop-offs and these kids that there's this one kid that that was going to school that wanted to. There was a kid that was in his kid's class, and the kid thought he was a lion. Like, he would dress up like a lion and shit like that, and he made lion sounds, and he goes, my kid can't learn how to read because you got a kid in the back that thinks he's a fucking lion. And you know something? This is a thing, kids. Parents let the kids go to school thinking they're fucking animals. Apparently it's a term, it's called furries, okay? So, I mean, he's like, what's next? The fucking letterbox. I swear to God, I know somebody that, they go to school, they told me they have a cat in their class. The teacher thinks it's a cat. Get the fuck out of here. So again, he riffs on, it's not the kid's fault, it's the fucking parents. Watch, I don't want to spoil the joke, just watch it. It's fucking hilarious. Then he riffs on school drop-offs and how parents are fucking lame. And I can relate to not that I can relate to this, but I'm watching this and I'm thinking, thank God I don't have children that I got to do this with, because I would be horrible. I mean, first of all, I am not a fucking morning person. Could you imagine me dropping a kid off at school in the morning, and then some parent wants to make small talk with me? Get the fuck out of here. Like the fathers now are they're lame, and he was talking about basically how lame they were. I've seen soccer dads. I have friends that have kids and cousins and stuff like that, and I see what they do. They gather around on a Saturday. They make a bonfire, and they drink IPAs and they smoke cigars. And people think that I'd be into this sort of thing. One, I don't have kids. Two, not like. And two, just because they think I would be into this because I smoke. I'm good with kids. I have nieces and nephews and stuff like that, and I like cigars and beer, but not in that environment. You understand? I'd rather be smoking a cigar in my backyard, drinking a fucking beer, than sit around with these soccer dads, and they're just dumb. I couldn't be part of that. Thank God I'm not. But just watch the Netflix special. It's fucking hilarious. New development, they want to bring the fucking face bras back. You know, little face diapers, because they work so fucking well. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. On the news, they're talking about making mandates again for these fucking things. Matter of fact, National Community College reinstated the mandate and then quickly revoked it because everybody went irregular. And the reason for this is they say, well, you know, COVID's on the rise. COVID's been on the fucking rise for 3 years. Okay? Nobody's died from it in a year and a half already. I think we're pretty good. Okay? They're also claiming the flu. Well, you know, the flu, it's flu season. We've been battling the flu for 100 fucking years. No one's had a problem with it. Now, all of a sudden, they've conditioned everybody to wear masks, and people are fucking stupid. They're lemmings. They're walking around in fucking masks. I don't understand. And I'm not picking on black people when I say this, so settle the fuck down. But I notice that the majority of the people walking around with these face bras on are black. And I find this fucking hilarious because at first, they were the first ones to resist it. Nah, man, you ain't putting a mask on me, motherfucker. And now, but it's funny because the people who are wearing it, and it doesn't matter what color, whoever the fuck's wear it, they all wear them wrong anyway. You know, they got them under their fucking nose. I saw one person under their lip. It's around their neck. It's over their chin. This shit don't fucking work. Okay? You got doctors that say the face diapers don't fucking work. It's not misinformation. There's actual medical fact. It doesn't do shit. If it did, nobody would be sick. Okay? Just saying. Just take your vitamin C, drink your Jack Daniels, and everything will be all right. Settle the fuck down. Salud. Okay. Now that one more week till Christmas, kids. One more week, and then all of this holiday bullshit finally fucking goes away. And I swear to God, there's this Christmas Old Navy commercial that comes on at least fucking 42 times an hour with Jennifer Coolidge. You know, Stifler's mom playing the piano. And I don't know, it's sorry, not sorry. And every time I fucking hear it, I get a little bit more homicidal than I usually am. So I can't wait for this shit to go away. All right, kids, drag queens, Christmas trees, and Santa Claus. The people outside are frightful, but this show is so delightful. As long as you love it so, let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, and another Biden blunder. We haven't done one of these in a while. So Monday, where the fuck am I, Joe, gave a speech. At least that's what they're calling senile ramblings now. At the 75th Annual Marine Corps Toys for Tots event in Arlington, Virginia. After he was done rambling, once again, he was confused as to which way he had to go. He actually had to be led in the right direction by a fucking child, okay? He looked at her and actually asked, well, which way do we go? And she had to take him by the hand and lead him off. Now, you're probably thinking he was just being cute and playful. But no, he was genuinely fucking confused. You could see it in his face, okay? This isn't anything new. This is nothing new. I mean, no matter where he is, after he's done speaking, he cannot seem to find his way off of a fucking stage. He literally gets lost standing still, okay? I swear to God, I've never seen anything like it. After the kid led him in the right direction, he then tried to ride a bicycle for a 4-year-old, picked out a toy for himself, and walked away. Mine! In other Biden administration fuckery, Sam Britton, the Deputy Assistant Secretary for Spent Fuel and Waste, whose only qualification for the job was that he was a non-binary freak, and he had a rap sheet and a fetish for stealing people's luggage. Well, he stole someone's luggage in Vegas. And now he's facing up to 10 years in prison. Here's his mugshot. And this is actually the best picture he's got. Why this is relevant to Biden? Well, it's simple. He's a fucking cabinet member, okay? I don't understand how you get appointed as a cabinet member and you're never vetted. He was never vetted. They had no idea he had a criminal past. And then they gave him security clearance. Who hired this fucking genius, you might ask? Simple. Pete Buttigieg. Look at this fucking freak. I swear to Christ, Washington is turning into La Caja Falls. I mean, it's a fucking freak carnival over there. No wonder why our enemies are fucking laughing their dicks off. The Capitol looks like the West Village at Halloween. Oh my God. I need to take a... Okay, kids. Get your tickets out. We're about to hop onto that maniacal, magical express into mayhem and fuckery. The crazy train's about to leave the station. All aboard! Woo woo! First stop, New York City. Well, it's drag queen reading hour for kids at the New York City Public Library. Need I say more as to why this is not really the best thing for kids? Okay? Could you imagine? 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, and I just took my hormones. My prosthetic tits were all put away, and I took off my wig and makeup. I must look like a fright. I mean, you know, nothing screams Christmas like a fucking drag queen. Okay, next stop, Dedham, Massachusetts. So a library in this fucked up liberal town refuses to put up a Christmas tree. The librarian, Ashley Moretti, and it makes it 10 times worse that she has an Italian name. I mean, what kind of Italians are these? Fucking disgrace. This Graziada. Anyway, this sack of shit says that Christmas trees make people uncomfortable. Who? Who does it make uncomfortable? Fucking liberal Jews? Huh? Fuck them. I mean... Normal Jews love Christmas trees. That's a fact. They call them Hanukkah bushes, okay? So, I mean, they're known for it. No Christmas, because it makes people... Imagine this shit. And they say I'm a fucking Grinch. Hey, at least I got a Christmas tree. I mean, it might be black, but it's still a Christmas tree. I mean, you can call it a racially diverse tree if it makes you feel better, okay? I mean, the only one who could claim that a Christmas tree makes them feel uncomfortable is the angel at the top of the tree. Because if someone shoved the Christmas tree up your ass, I promise you, you would be uncomfortable. I mean, there's a couple of people in the Biden administration, I'm assuming, that probably wouldn't be uncomfortable, but hey, to each their own. Anyway, next stop, Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, man. Well, apparently the brothers don't love Christmas trees. They have a tree. They have a tree in Philly, but the libtard mayor no longer wants it to be called a Christmas tree. What the fuck are you gonna call it? A mugging tree? You gonna put it up next to the murder wreath? I mean, seriously? Oh my God! Mind you, this is also the same city that built a wooden box around the statue of Christopher Columbus because they said Columbus was racist. What the fuck is wrong with everyone? Can I know? It's been a Christmas tree for fucking centuries, okay? Some malfunctioning fucktard doesn't like that. They'll tell them to take their medication and shut the fuck up. Seriously. All right, final stop, D.C. Well, the New York Times named incoming Senator John Fetterman one of the 93 most stylish people of 2022. What the fuck are they smoking over there? When did being a fat, gruesome slob with man tits become stylish? Look at this gruesome fuck. I mean, even his own wife mocked the Times on this one. Come on. What the fuck is the world coming to? You know, every morning I wake up, I turn on the news, and I swear to Christ, I'm stuck in the fucking Twilight Zone. Like, this cannot be real. All right, kids, your sports update. Okay, well, the World Cup. I am so fucking sick of this shit, it's not even funny. All of a sudden, everyone's a fucking soccer expert. When was the last time you went to a soccer game? Huh? You fuckstick? I'll tell you. It was last fall when you went and watched your 9-year-old's game with a bunch of other participation trophy winners. Okay? You know why? Soccer is for fucking children and women. Okay? Well, children and girls, not grown-ass men. That's why it's not, nor will it ever be an American sport. Okay? All these sissies from other countries play soccer. They're always fucking crying when they kick a goal. Okay? It's dumb. You ever see anyone in the NFL cry when they pop a touchdown? No. Okay? It's fucking stupid. Everybody's all soccer. Again, all of a sudden, everybody's got World Cup fever. Get the fuck out of here. Okay? People were shocked that America got eliminated from the World Cup. You know why? We had no business being there, okay? We're better than that. They're shocked. A lot of people are shocked that I'm not a soccer fan. Like, you don't like, because they'll ask me, oh, you see the World Cup today? No, I don't watch that shit. You don't watch soccer? You don't like soccer? What kind of Italian are you? Simple. I'm an Italian that was born here. That shit's for fucking immigrants. Okay? Only immigrants watch this bullshit. If I want to see a bunch of crying Marys, I'll put on the fucking Hallmark channel. Or I'll watch reruns of Little House on the Prairie. Okay? Michael Landon and Victor French spent 92 fucking seasons crying like little bitches. All right? If I want to watch a grown man cry, I'll watch that. Oh, God. All right, NFL. Well, I was right. The fucking Giants shit the bed last weekend with the Eagles. What a fucking embarrassment. I didn't even watch the game, so I couldn't tell you what happened or what didn't happen. All I know is I checked the score at some point. It was like fucking 42, like fucking 3. And I'm like, no. Giants scored 2 touchdowns the entire game. I think the second quarter and the third quarter. That's it. The score was like a fucking basketball score by the time the Eagles were done. So now the Eagles are 12-1. Okay? And this weekend the Giants play the Commanders again, Washington. And let me just point something out to you. The 12-1 that the Eagles, that's the stats. That one loss was to the fucking Washington Commanders. And what happened when the Giants played them? They tied like a bunch of retards. I don't even know if I want to watch this game this Sunday, to be honest with you. Like I said before, last week, I don't care if the Giants make the fucking playoffs. I don't care. I don't care if they get into the Super Bowl. I don't. It's nice if they do, but it's not really it's not what I'm hoping for all year. The only thing I ask of these fucking Giants is that they beat the Eagles every time they play them. That's the only thing I ask for. And what they do, they laid down and they took it up the fucking ass. Oh. Jets play the Lions Sunday at 1 o'clock. Bills and Dolphins Saturday at 8:15. That's right, a Saturday night game. We're getting close to playoff, kids. And Saints play the Falcons Sunday at 1. NHL. Rangers play the Flyers Saturday at 7 o'clock. And the Blackhawks on Sunday at 7:30. Islanders play the Coyotes tonight at 9:30. And then they play the Golden Knights Saturday at 10 o'clock. Okay, NBA. Breaking news. Breaking news, you heard it here first in the Friday wrap-up, kids. There's a Chinese basketball team currently training hard to enter into the 2024 NBA season, and they're looking to decimate all U.S. NBA teams. And I've heard this fucking team is vicious. Vicious. And because the Friday wrap-up is always bringing cutting-edge news for you guys, we actually have footage of this team in training right now. Take a look. Let's go to the video. Huh? Now that's something to see. Okay, Nets play the Raptors tonight at 7:30, and they play the Pistons Sunday at 6 o'clock. Knicks and Bulls tonight at 8 o'clock, and they play the Pacers Sunday at 5. Then the Bulls play the Timberwolves Sunday at 7 o'clock. Speaking of the Bulls, to further add to Scottie Pippen's mental decline, here's some pictures of his ex-wife, Larsa Pippen, out with her boy toy, Michael Jordan's 31-year-old son, Marcus. Just keep in mind, Larsa Pippen is 49 years old. I mean, good for her. Or should I maybe say good for him? I mean, look at this broad. Holy shit. You can tell what kind of fucking mood she's in. Whether she's coming or going. Right on. I mean, well... That's some fucking camel toe, kids. I mean, you could fit an entire Jordan in there. Oh, my God. You know, if Marcus ain't careful, he's going to fuck around and get his head stuck. But seriously, I mean, yeah, the girl's, yeah, she's a handsome woman. We'll say that, but that outfit. Listen, I'm all for accentuating your assets, but leave something to the imagination. You know what I'm saying? Like, that outfit does not leave anything to the imagination. I mean, that's fine for like around the house. You're fucking around, you're being all cute and whatever. That's like, if it was my girl, right? If my girl wanted to leave the house like that, ain't fucking happening. I'd throw a fucking brick at her head. No fucking way. You want to walk around the house like that? That's fine. Bedroom shit, that's cool. But you ain't leaving the house looking like that. I'd have to blind everybody. I'd be doing 25 to life. My chick left the house like that. Are you fucking kidding me? All right? Walking around with all your unmentionables out like that? No. No, because you know how guys are. They're all fucking stupid. And even nowadays, even chicks are fucking stupid. No, I would be breaking everybody's fucking jaw. No. Like I said, and you know something? If you're going to dress like that, I have a theory. Follow me. If a woman, chicks, listen, girls, listen to me. If you're with a guy, right? And, it's all right if you're showing a little, that's okay. I'm not saying you got to dress like a fucking Amish broad. But, like, that's a little over the top. It's a respect thing, I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, if my girl thought it was okay to leave the house like that, I'd really have to, like, question the nature of our relationship. Like, do you need that much attention? I mean, am I not giving you enough fucking attention? That would be the first question. And if you want to walk around looking like a hoa, not with me. That's disrespectful to me. Not to mention, if I asked her to dress like that, or that I want to flaunt it, that's disrespectful to her. So it's a respect thing. See, look, I'm a fucking gentleman at the end of the day, regardless of whether you want to believe that or not, but that's the truth. This, like I said, at home, it's fine, whatever. I mean, you wouldn't want me walking around my cock out, would you? Well, that's the same thing, okay? Anyhow, that's my 2 cents on that. And this girl, Larsa Pippen, is on that TV show, Real Housewives of Miami. Now, I mean, I'm no expert on this or anything, but I'm pretty sure that in order to be considered a housewife, you actually have to be fucking married. Which she's not, okay? I mean, otherwise she should be on a show called The Divorce. I mean, you have to be married to be a housewife. Otherwise, you're just a divorcee with alimony. If they change the name to The Real Divorced Who's in Miami, then we got a show. You know what I'm saying? Just my 2 cents. All right, kids, on Tommy's Pub and Grub Review, we're going to take a look at one of my favorite restaurants. And I don't say this very often about too many Italian restaurants, but this one happens to be within my top 5. Baccaro's Italian wine bar in Massapequa Park. This place is just fucking phenomenal. I found it about a year or so ago, I think. I know the owners pretty well. They're good guys, Joe and Tom. They're fun guys. This place is just great. It's basically, it's like an Italian neighborhood bar and grill. It's the best way I could explain it. Like, you take your favorite like bar and grill type of place and you put an Italian slant on it, and that's Baccaro's. Okay, this place is like, first of all, it's not an upscale. Like, I mean, it's a nice place, but like, you don't have to go in there dressed to the nines. But I would say business casual, but like, collared shirt if you're gonna, if you walked in there with a hoodie, no one's gonna say anything to you, but you're gonna feel out of place real fucking quick. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Doesn't mean I haven't walked in there like that, but I don't really feel out of place anyway, so that's just me. But it's a nice joint. The food is just fucking phenomenal. First of all, they always have live music, at least 3 or 4 nights a week. Nothing crazy, no big bands or anything. There's no dancing. They just put like, a guy with a guitar in a corner or like a duo or something like that, guitar player and a singer. It's just a nice little vibe, good live music. The food is fucking phenomenal. That's really what it's all about. Now, I broke their menu down in a couple different categories. We're going to start with the apps. They're known for their eggplant meatballs. That's right. They're not really meat, obviously. They're eggplant balls, but my God, these things are fucking delightful. Now, they have regular meat. They have these short rib meatballs, too, which I'm not going to lie, I'm not a fan of. Not because they're not good. I just don't like other people's meatballs, except my own, because nobody makes them right. My mother might like these because they have a lot of garlic in them. Like when my mother used to make meatballs, you'd bite into it and you couldn't taste anything for the rest of the fucking day because there was so much garlic in it that it would bleach your tongue. But see, I like meatballs the way my grandmothers used to make. And they both make. One grandmother was Nobledon, one grandmother was Sicilian, but they make the meatballs the exact same way. You can't just do it with beef. You gotta use the trifecta: the beef, the pork, the veal. And both of them would roll the meatballs in a thin coating of breadcrumb and fry them. That's the only way you make meatballs. If you're baking your fucking meatballs, you're doing it wrong. Okay? And that's what they do. They bake their meatballs. Okay? No. If your nonna told you to get that you have to bake your meatballs, either she was drinking or she's wrong. Or just doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. I hate to break it to you, okay? But I'm telling you, you fry your fucking meatballs. Anyway, the eggplant meatballs, I recommend you get those. They're delicious. They serve them with some marinara, some fresh ricotta, some shaved Parmigiano Reggiano on top. Oh my God, they can make a meal out of that. Also, one of my favorite apps that they have is this Thai Italian galamad. You can't stop eating it. It's not over the top hot. It's got some heat, but it's not. I mean, it's pleasant. It's just delightful, man. And then they have arancini balls, little rice balls, which are like bite size. You can't stop. These things are addictive. And my favorite fucking app that they have, and it's usually a special. It's not on the menu all the time. They have these balsamic barbecue glazed wings. Oh my God, unfucking believable. They I think they put a light coating of bread flour on it, which normally I don't like breaded wings. And they flash fry it. It's nice and crisp and perfectly juicy on the inside. And then they toss it in this barbecue balsamic glaze, which is tangy. It's got a little heat to it. Oh, God. Oh, it's fucking delightful. It's sticky. It's delicious. It's just, I can't even begin. I'm a wing nut. Wing nut, get it? But this is one of my favorite wings. My favorite variety of wings. And, you know, like I can count on one hand how many places I can say that about. But this place just, when they're on the menu, I gotta order them. Even if I just take them home and eat them later, I gotta order them. Also, they're cocktails. Let's talk about cocktails. I mean, that's a mean martini, but they make some fucking phenomenal martinis. There's two in particular. And I don't usually order martinis anywhere because I don't like the way people make them. They don't usually make them right. Especially like these specialty martinis. If I do order a specialty martini, it's like one and done. But there's like maybe 2 or 3 places in which I would order them. But this is one of those places. There's 2 in particular that I like. They're chocolate martini, which isn't overly sweet. It's more like bitter chocolate. It's fucking delightful. And their espresso martinis fucking lights out. But they have a variety of different martinis, and it rotates. Like their drink specials rotate. It's just fucking. Their cocktails are on point. The menu has 2 different levels. You could order, dining room food if you're sitting at the bar, but they have like a bar menu, but it's an Italian slant on a bar menu, which I love shit like this. So, like, I mean, they have pizza, like they have like their bar pies, which, coal-fired oven pizza. Like, there's 2 kinds. They could do a cauliflower crust. They have a specific cauliflower pizza, which is a cauliflower crust with gorgonzola and fig jam. Oh, Maron, it's delightful. But they'll make any pizza on a cauliflower crust for you if you're gluten-free. But if you have, if you just order one of their regular pizzas, they have a Calabrian pizza, which is, hot sausage and Calabrian chilies. That'll make you cold up. One of my favorites is their eggplant Parmesan pizza. Oh, with fresh ricotta on top. Oh, my God. And they get the eggplant so nice and crispy. Delicious. But their other bar menu favorites. The filet mignon. You go to any bar and grill, they always have the steak tidbit sandwich. It's a staple, right? Well, their riff on it is a filet mignon tidbit sandwich. Garlic bread, fresh mozzarella, filet mignon, sliced, cooked to order, and they serve it with these truffle fries. their French fries are like crack. Oh my God. First of all, what they do is they're cut like, they look like steak fries, but they're not. They cut them like paper thin. So it looks like the shape of a steak fry, but it's thin like a chip. It's still got some potato softness in the middle, but it's a very thin French fry, and they flash fry these things, I think, in olive oil. And then they drizzle some truffle oil and rosemary over the top. My God, you could just, and grated Parmesan cheese. You could die eating them. They're so delicious. My favorite thing on their menu, on their bar menu, is their surf and turf sliders. Who I've gone all the way there just for these. No joke. They take a nice Italian like slider bun, and they put fresh sliced tomato, filet mignon, a slice of filet mignon cooked to order, a butterflied panko crusted fried shrimp, and then they melt fresh mozzarella over the top. When you bite into this, you get the crunch, you get the meat, you get the pop of the tomato, and then you get that nice cheese pull. Oh God, you're gonna shoot a load just eating this fucking thing. And then their mains are like amazing too. Like you can't, like my brain just goes scrambled whenever I'm there. Their pastas are all on point. They have their regular Italian favorites like, you know, chicken parmesan and veal parm and chicken francese and all that other shit. But trust me, go for like the other stuff. They have these balsamic barbecue ribs. You'll space out while you're eating them. Fall off the bone tender. Like you would think you're in a barbecue joint, and it's that same balsamic barbecue glaze they put on the wings, but on ribs, and these things are fucking amazing. Oh God. I could eat like 6 racks of them. And they're one of my ultimate favorites whenever. This is another special, but they usually run this special at least once, sometimes twice a week. It's called their infamous veal chop parmesan. So it's a tomahawk veal chop. Okay, with the full tomahawk bone, they butterfly the chop, they crust it in panko, and they pan fry this thing to crispy perfection. It's like a nice medium rare in the middle with the crispy panko on top, and then they cover this thing in marinara, and then they put some fresh mozzarella, they put it under the broiler, and it gets all melty and delicious, and they'll serve it either with a side of linguine, with whatever kind of sauce you like, or even zucchini linguine if you want to keep it a little light. But at that point, why bother? I mean, this thing is huge. I can never finish it. It's huge. Okay? Unbelievable. God almighty. So, if you're in the Massapequa area, anywhere on the South Shore, do yourself a favor. Go down and see my boys Joe and Tommy at Piccaro's. Tell them T sent you. All right, son. What the fuck is that? We're going to talk about a blue waffle. Now, what's a blue waffle, you might be thinking? You might probably say, Tommy, is that a waffle with, like, blue food coloring? Is it a blueberry waffle? Is it an Eggo special? Is that, like, a fun name for Smurfette's clit? No, it's none of that. Matter of fact, a blue waffle, it's a very disturbing term. It's it's a slang term for a chick with a yeast infection. I know, you all threw up in your mouth a little bit. So did I, and I'm the one drinking fucking eggnog. Yeah, I don't know why they call it a blue waffle. Like if a broad has a yeast infection. I've never seen a vagina turn blue. I mean, granted, I've never seen any infected ones, thank God, but I've never seen one turn blue. I didn't even think it could turn blue. I even Googled it, blue vagina, and nothing came up. I got some like dirty pictures of Smurfs fucking, but that's about it. Okay? I mean, I personally think a more appropriate term would be like a Belgian waffle. Because Belgian waffles are made with yeast. Yeast in the waffle, yeast in the infection. You see where I'm going with this? I know. It's volatile. All right, kids, on Right or Racist. The 5 countries that have the worst male lovers included 4 Western European countries and America, according to a poll conducted by OnePoll.com. That included women from 20 different countries. Well, that's right. And actually in the following order: Germany, England, Sweden, Holland, and America rounded out the top 5. Basically, if you're white, You sucking better, nobody wants to fuck you. That's why everybody loves Italians. Notice Italy was not on that list. All right, kids, your PSA. So, Disney, on the Disney streaming channel, Disney Plus, whatever the hell it's called, they have this new show called The Santa Clauses. And it's a continuation of the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen that we all grew up with, we all come to love. Remember the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen where Santa Claus falls off the roof and Tim Allen becomes the new Santa Claus? Well, we all grew up watching these movies. They're classics now, right? I mean, I hate Christmas, but I actually enjoy these movies. Whenever I catch it on TV, I watch it. I like it, It's a good movie. It's funny. But really, the bottom line of the movie's about family, all right? So Disney decided to continue this, and they made like a mini-series for the holidays called The Santa Clauses. So I decided to watch it. Do yourselves a favor. Don't fucking watch this. They fucking ruined it. They ruined it, okay? Disney ruins everything with their woke bullshit. They fucking managed to ruin this one, too. Now in this show, they want to replace Santa Claus with an Indian. Could you an Indian Santa Claus? Could you imagine this shit? Oh, I love Merry Christmas. Welcome to the North Pole. I mean, what the fuck? Wait, instead of what are you gonna have? Fucking 8 camels and a Persian rug instead of fucking a sleigh with reindeer? And slide down the chimney with a waft of curry? And instead of milk and cookies, you gotta leave out naan bread and coconut milk. All right, listen. I have Indian friends. I love them. It's nothing I wouldn't say to their face, but come on. The fucking Indian Santa Claus. What's next? The Chinese Santa Claus? Okay, that leaves fortune cookies and COVID in your Christmas stockings? Next thing you know, they're going to have a gay Santa Claus, okay? With a Mr. Claus that makes gingerbread men that are fucking sodomizing and blowing other gingerbread men. Or better still, maybe a Mrs. Claus that transitions into a Santa Claus and fucks all the elves with a peppermint strap-on. Leave fucking Santa Claus alone. He's been a fat white guy with a beard for over 1,700 years. What the fuck do we need to change this for? Fuck 2022. Everyone's brain is just turned into liquid shit. Anyway, stay COVID-less, kids. No mask, don't ask, haters can kiss my ass. And remember, who loves you, babe? It's been your Friday wrap-up, and I'll see you when I see you.